A seminarian running for Senate just proved that weak doctrine doesn't produce a kinder Christianity. It produces a different religion wearing the same words. James Talarico is a Presbyterian seminary student running for Senate in Texas. He told Stephen Colbert that Jesus never once mentioned abortion or gay marriage. The backlash was instant. A sitting congressman said he might be demon-possessed. Talarico raised $40 million off the controversy, the largest Senate hall in Texas history. I'm not going to do what the congressman did. I'm not going to question the man's soul. I don't know his heart. But I will question his doctrine, because Scripture actually gives me permission to do that. Paul says if anyone preaches a different gospel, let him be cursed, even if it's an angel doing the preaching. He builds his whole argument on Matthew 22 and 25. Love God, love your neighbor, feed the hungry, clothe the naked. True passages, and total silence on Matthew 5, where Jesus says he came to fulfill the law, not erase it. Total silence on Romans 1. Total silence on 1 Corinthians 6. And it's not just silence. Talarico has described God as non-binary and reframed the Annunciation, God taking on flesh in Mary's womb, as a story about reproductive consent. He's also said other faiths lead to the same destination as his own, but Jesus didn't say that. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If every sincere path gets you to the same place, the cross wasn't necessary. God didn't need to crush his own son if any other road would have worked just as well. Here's what almost nobody talking about this knows. This already happened 100 years ago, same denomination. In 1923, a Presbyterian scholar named J. Gresham Machen wrote a book called Christianity and Liberalism. His argument was simple. Liberal theology isn't a kinder version of Christianity. It's a different religion that kept the words and emptied out what they meant. God, sin, salvation, Christ, same vocabulary, completely different referent underneath. Strip out the idea that Christ died in our place to satisfy God's justice, and you don't get a leaner gospel. You get a different religion borrowing the name. His own denomination spent 12 years trying to silence him instead of answering him. He lost, he left. That denomination is still around. It's the same one Talarico is a student in right now. And this isn't just happening in seminaries. Take the phrase, my body. Jesus said it at the Last Supper, broken and given for you. The pro-abortion movement took the exact same phrase, my body, my choice, and inverted it to mean something laid down for no one, a life taken instead of a life given. The Catholic philosopher Peter Kreeft called abortion the Antichrist's parody of the Eucharist, using the same holy words with the blasphemously opposite meaning. Pro-life apologist Seth Gruber called it the central sacrament of secular progressivism's own religion. Same words, different religion underneath. That's the whole game. It's another religion entirely, wearing Christianity like a costume, just like pride does with gender. Weak doctrine doesn't make Christianity gentler, it makes it disappear, one redefined word at a time, until what's left isn't Christianity anymore. It's a name with no one home. So let's hold the whole counsel of God. Let's let the words mean what they've always meant. And let's make a big deal about Jesus, because Jesus is a big deal.